The Texas Longhorns are only 2 wins away from the program's 5th national championship. The ATX is buzzing all about the program's first trip to the CFP, and it all begins on New Year's Day in the Sugar Bowl down in NOLA. So if you're not going to NOLA and you don't want to watch the game at home, I highly recommend you visit Shoal Creek Saloon. The beverages are very cold and the food is so delicious. You can't go wrong with Louisiana Delights, especially during the Sugar Bowl. Shoal Creek Saloon, your unofficial home to watch the game away from the stadium, and it's an ideal partner of Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast. Stevie Lee, hopefully he'll be joining us. He usually has his hands full on the weekends, but we're counting down. It's almost the day, almost New Year's Day. And that means college football playoff time, and that means we're that close to finding out if Texas is going to be playing for a 5th national championship. And before we get going, I want to ask you to please do me a favor. Maybe a belated Christmas gift, if you will. Like, subscribe our YouTube page, Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast. Like, follow each of our social media platforms, that being IG, TikTok, Facebook, and of course, Twitter/X. It seems like it's a new name change every other week. This is episode 338, and we're moving on up. And it's just, we've had a lot of content, as does everyone who follows any kind of college football related. This is where you're starting to see the New Year's 6 games. We've already seen a really good game with Ohio State and Missouri. We've had some really good bowl games, even from the lower level. Shockingly, we saw OU in the Alamo Bowl truly go from having a big-time win over a pretty good Arizona team to finding a way to lose by double digits. But I will say this, Oklahoma has found their quarterback, Jackson Arnold. And I know it's crazy that we're saying that because he threw like 3 or 4 interceptions. I've got a special guest that's going to come in. But before we move forward, I think we all know one of the reasons UT is where they are right now because they have developed up front in the interiors. Kyle Flood, who's the designated OC. We know Sark is the one calling the plays, but Kyle Flood's also a genius at developing O-linemen. They signed a big group 2 years ago, and let's just say UT's O-line, they are fairly dominating. And this is Coach Flood even said that that's one of the significant reasons why it's not so much they're ahead of schedule, but why they are where they are right now.
We never set out to sign 7. We ultimately did. As I told somebody, they kept saying yes, so we kept taking them. And they're all still with us, which I think is maybe one of the more understated things about the culture that Coach Sarkisian has built at Texas.
No doubt at all. And the O-line's a strength. That's why you see these backup running backs. They're having success. Obviously, they're talented, but you also see, and you can argue with me or anyone else that Quinn Ewers was sacked 25 times, but I mean, the guy, that's minimal. I mean, if you look at Penix on the Washington side, he's only been sacked 10 times. That's why his O-line, I think, but the guy we're going to bring in here shortly is the one guy that I respect and knows a lot about a lot of things, especially on the West Coast. He knows a lot about it. But I want to play this. We got to show you this. This is why this person is coming in, because this was just, how can I say this? This was 4 short years ago.
should have been worried about the run game. They should have been worried about the run game.
Tre Watson, what's up, baby?
What's the deal? What's the deal, dog? That's the deal. That's so funny. Hey, I love that video. They should have been worried about the run game.
They should have. Oh, man, UGA focused on the wrong piece of the game. Look at that.
You see what I got
Wearing
on?
the jersey, baby.
You see what I got on?
What's going on,
Yes,
Five?
sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Hey, I gotta tell everybody who's watching or who will be watching this. Tre's on the West Coast. We're recording this at 10 a.m. Central.
Man,
That's love right there.
man, oh man. If only they knew. They got me up at 8 a.m. Let's go. Hook them. Anything for my horns, baby. Anything for the horns.
For the horns, man. And I told Tre, I said, next time I'm on the, because my goal is to travel more, and I have been, but I've gone west, but not far enough. So I need to make it out to Cali.
I got you. Yes, sir.
First off, man, let's update the folks. What is Tre Watson doing now? You got your hand in a lot of things.
Yes, sir. Tre Watson, man. So now I've taken a step away from the field, and I'm passing on my knowledge on to the next generation, the future generation. So I got a youth development program out here in California. I'm doing some training for the kids. I train all sports, but I focus on football. I actually got 7-on-7 team I'm bringing out to Austin, Texas in 2 weeks. That's going to be lit. We got about 6 teams coming out, 8U, 10U, 12U, 14, 15, and high school all going to be out there. So we're bringing that California love to Texas and going to turn you guys up and show them how we do it.
Where are you guys? Where's the venue? Where will you guys be?
It's in Lockhart, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's at one of the high schools out there.
Hey, there's going to be a reunion.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to actually go take a trip, take all the people up to Austin, go check out the facility. So we got to go win the Natty. We got to go win the Natty. We got to win tonight. Baby. Well, not tonight, tomorrow. And then we got to win the Natty. And then it's good. And then I'm out there the week after.
So Tre, so he wore number 5. So, and we know the other 5 who followed him. That was Bijan Robinson soon thereafter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He wore it well. He wore it very well.
he sure did, man.
Great, huh?
I was going to say, just a reminder. So Tre, he did, he's a grad transfer at Texas when Tom Herman was head coach. But I got to play you something. And so you played at Cali. And you enjoyed every moment of it. All right, Cal.
Yeah.
I gotta roll something. The Washington Huskies feeling disrespected, and I'm going to play this soundbite. And I can't wait for your take, and because you've got, what the football's like in the Pac-12, which sadly enough is down to 2. But I want to play this. This is Braylon Trice, defensive end for Washington. He feels a little slighted, he and the Huskies.
Everybody else talk about Pac-12 teams like we're soft and we're not tough and not good enough to be at that level. But, look where we're at. We're here, right? Y'all can't really say much more about us. We're going to show you at this game. We've been showing you the whole season, right?
So, do you feel the Huskies are slighted, and is Pac-12 football a little softer than maybe Big 12?
So, okay. So, I played in both. I played in the Pac-12. I played in the Big 12. So I've seen both sides. And when I was playing, I can say early in my career, the Pac-12 was harder. Then on the back end of my career, it started getting a little bit soft. I can't lie. Then the Big 12, they always have been big boy football. And so it was a little bit tougher during that time. Right now, I would definitely say the Pac-12 is a little bit tougher than they were when I was in my end of the career, but I think they're still soft. Like I think that they can't. It's a different type of football. It is. It really is. And so if you don't have that mentality, which some of them will, but it's gonna be a game.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of,
Really good.
'cause you have this awesome perspective. I mean,
Yeah.
you played a position where you're literally trying to avoid getting hit every play, or
Mhm.
when you don't have the ball, you're either trying to protect the quarterback or running a pass route, and
Yes.
it's contact every play. So you've
Every
seen
play.
what it's like. You've seen what
Yes.
it's like in both leagues.
Absolutely.
When you see
Absolutely.
this from where you are, what's the perspective from you of Texas right now? They're not talking a bunch. All they're tweeting out is when Washington says something, Texas is tweeting out 1/1/24, 7:45 p.m.
That's it. It's time to play football, dog. It's time to play football. I see where Texas is at. They're on tunnel visual time, baby. They already it's a part of the legacy, dog. You see that? It's a part of the
Yeah.
legacy. It was meant to happen, bro. You feel me? I'm coming out there in a couple of weeks. They about to win the Sugar Bowl. Last time they was in the Sugar Bowl, I was turning up in the Sugar Bowl. So it's just all a part of the legacy. These boys about to go to the national championship. I'm excited for
You know,
them. I'm not even worried about Washington. I ain't gonna lie. Because I already see like the energy. Like I already know where they're coming from. I've been in it, dog. I've been in it. I know what it is. I know what it looks like. And I know what is the storyline and I know where it's going, And so right now, these boys are playing high level football. They've already beat Alabama early in the season. So they're looking for Alabama. They're not even Washington. They definitely are focused on Washington because you got to beat the team in front of you, but they see past that. So when you see past that, your level of play is just different. You play higher, you play at a different level, and you just know that you can do it, And so when you know that you beat the best and you've already done it, then it's like, all right, bro, let's show the world what we're really capable of. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a fun game, but I think it might get a little bit out of hand. Honestly,
wow,
yeah,
wow, because
yeah.
that's why Texas is favored right now.
No,
There's a
bro, I
reason.
already know. It's about to be a show. It's gonna be turned.
See, Vegas
I
don't
might
get
have to.
things wrong.
I might have to do a guest appearance. Hey, I'm gonna play though. I'm playing this time.
Man,
I'm coming back as a receiver.
Hey, you can play. Hey, I'm trying to find a position. Well, they're so deep everywhere now. It's the weirdest thing, man.
Yeah, no. They got a squad. I'm excited to see them boys.
When you were at Cali, well, I'm trying to remember. Was he at Washington?
Yes, he was.
Did he recruit you?
He did.
Did he
Out of high
really?
school. Yeah, yes. Out of
He's
high school, he did.
I like him.
Yeah, I do. I like him a lot. I actually was going to take a trip, and then Peterson came in.
Oh, that's right.
So I took my trip with Peterson.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
It's funny how this world works and the timing and everything.
Man. So yeah. This would be like, I mean, I think I met Sark once, but when I get out there, I gotta definitely meet him in person. Because I think he came for when I was in high school, he came out to a practice or two. But other than that, it wasn't anything formal, especially since I, you know what I mean, done what I've done.
Well, man, they had that would not have been a smart decision if he didn't recruit the Tre Watson out of Cali.
Man, you already know. No, I rushed for 50 touchdowns my senior year of high school, so I had all of the West Coast going crazy. Yeah, bro. 3,700 yards. Don't nobody do that now.
No.
In one season, that's season stats.
Yeah, and Tre went so. For the people, I know you and I have talked about it on a prior episode, and we talk about it in person a lot. But that day when you guys are playing Georgia in the Sugar Bowl after the 2018 season, that Georgia was chirping a lot, right?
Oh man! Right? Oh, okay. So y'all, it was crazy because we got to go out in the city and stuff before the game. You know, we had curfew and all that, so we got to hang out. We ran into the Georgia team a couple times while we were out walking the city.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we almost got into it. So it had already been boiling up, and you already know all the SEC hype and Texas football where we really back and all that stuff. So it was a lot going into that game where we were definitely mad and we were hot, and so we went in there about to go. We needed to make a statement, and so we did. Honestly, we came out hot, and we never really took the foot off the gas.
No. And
Yeah, especially not me. Especially not
Tre,
me. I can't lie. Yeah. I think I need a little bit more carries in that game. If we're gonna be honest, but it's good. It's all love. It's all love. But yeah, I was on one.
95 yards against Georgia. And,
Yeah.
Georgia had a really good team that year, obviously.
Yeah,
And
supposed to be the number one defense.
They were. But Texas, arguably, Texas had the better defense that day.
Oh, we did. And they kept talking about Georgia's run game and all that. And I was like, all right now. Then you saw the interview. That's why I said what I said. Because they were tripping. I'm like, hold on now. You should have been worried about our run game. You shouldn't have been worried about this. Exactly.
We got to give Stevie Lee a hard time. I think he may have slept in today.
Oh, yeah. He ain't got no excuse either.
He's got his own show, The Pass.
Man, he don't have no excuse. It's all good, though.
We love
long night. Hey, he's celebrating the Longhorns. That's
what it is. And he's
exactly
a
what
volleyball
it is.
dad. He's a volleyball dad. You got 2 girls playing select volleyball, and so he may be a little busy.
Yeah. Might have a game. Might be at a game.
Oh, hey, I got to give you. I got to show you something. Jalen Milroe, the QB at Alabama, and Tre, you let me know when you need to bounce.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw this. Bill O'Brien, he's now he's OC at Alabama. Well, apparently earlier this year, and maybe Bill O'Brien was using it as motivation. He told Milroe that after that Texas game, you shouldn't be playing quarterback. And this is what Milroe had to say about that.
How would you feel if I told you suck?
Probably wouldn't like it.
Okay then, so that's exactly how I felt, you know what I'm saying? So like, biggest thing for me, be true to myself and, stay the same. Nothing changed about me. Only thing that changed me was I had the opportunity and I seized it.
Wow. And he did. And listen, he didn't play poorly against Texas. It's just that they didn't like Texas going into Tuscaloosa and beating them. And they benched him for South Florida game. And he was the week after that, Milroe was back. And he's been a different quarterback. I don't know if you've had many opportunities to watch them, but they got better.
Okay, yeah, I haven't. But I know he is going to come in with an edge and chip on his shoulder. So, their whole team is. You already know it's hard to beat a team twice. And so that's where Sharp is going to have to do a real good job of making sure these boys, and I already know they know because he's been through it. He was a part of Alabama, so he's been around. He knows what the championship vibe is like. And so it's just making sure that they know that they have to beat this team twice. And so it's not going to be the same team at all. It's really not. It's going to be a whole new 11 on both sides of the ball on all special teams everywhere. We seen it when we played fucking Oklahoma that year. Sorry about my language.
Oh, you know how I am too, man.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, we saw when we play Oklahoma, and that year it was just like, dog, the way teams come in when they lose and then they get that rematch. It's just who doesn't want revenge, dog? Like it's just like nothing better. And so you got to understand you're gonna be playing twice the player that you played the first time, and so you have to come in and be twice the player as well.
It's something. That's how true competitors are. It's
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's cliche, but it's true. It's hard to beat a team twice.
Oh man, it's hard, especially a champion. You know what I mean? Like that championship mentality, like it's a certain level of like you got to reach, and it's a championship mentality. And so as long as that team got that, which Alabama does, they do, they're going to be coming to play. And so it's not going to be out of luck. It's not going to be out of nothing. It's coming on a fucking mission. So we got to bring that shit right back at them,
I think you guys, the team that played Georgia in that Sugar Bowl, what do y'all think you would say if you guys could give the pregame speech to them at this Sugar Bowl?
To Washington?
What would y'all tell this Texas team in the locker room before, if you guys, people like you, were given the opportunity to give them the pregame speech?
Yeah, man. I would just say, go out there, play your game. Don't let the lights fool you. It's just football, baby. Go play Texas football.
That's as simple as that.
That's it. That's it, bro. At the end of the day, football is football. And once people realize that and just calm down, I mean, yeah, it's big stages, but really when you're out there, if you're a real champion, you don't really see the stage. Like, you got to find your why, which is my mama. And then that's it. It was me and my mama on the field. That was really it. So honestly, I love the fans. I appreciate the fans, but like, I didn't pay attention to the fans. I was out there for me and my mom, so
I love that.
it was just different. Like, I played different. And so I knew what I was doing it for, like when I messed up, it was like my mama messed, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't get a good run, I messed up my mom. Like, dang, mom, like, I got you, so like feeling that more so than like the fans and my coaches was everything to me, So like, once people realize, like I said, that's all that's what I do it for. So it's my family. Yeah. And so really, I just tunneled that in at all times. And so as long as I found her, dog, I was really comfortable out there. And that's the main thing, making sure that, and these boys, they've been on big stages now at this point. It's just, and yeah, they're older. They're a little bit older. I know that it was a young team last year. And so having that little bit more experience around the field, now they've been there. You know what I mean? They've been on these stages. They know what it's like. And so it's just making sure how to keep their composure under pressure, because it's going to be there. And it's chirping, it's talking, it's all types of shit going on. So
yeah,
you just got to block out all the noise, dog. Block it out.
That's coming from somebody who's experienced right there. And you guys did it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of shit talking, but it's funny. FSU got left out. But
wait. Sorry, I don't want to cut this out. Do you have that interview where I broke up the press conference at the end?
Oh my God. I don't have that. I want to look for it.
You got to find that, dog. You got to find that where, because that one I think might be even better than the one where I'm talking shit. Was that you that I was in the camera talking shit to?
I think it was.
I think it was, bro. I think it was. But I'm trying to see, because you got to find that one, dog. That one's fire. When I broke up the whole little press conference, it was Longhorn Network at the end. They're doing the little thing, and they were actually talking about me at the moment. And I come up, and I'm screaming, talking shit. I'm like, they should have been worried about the – I'm talking shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got to find it. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That was the best. That was fun. I mean, it was all, as I know, it was all work for you guys. There was a little bit of fun. It was all work for us because we were there for a week. But that day, that evening, that entire day was fire.
It was, dog. From the moment that dog came out and almost got ate up by our bull, I knew it was on and cracking. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you guys saw that in the locker room, right?
We were coming out the tunnel. We were like, whoa, it's on today.
Damn.
It is on. Bevo set the tone. Bevo set the tone right there. He said, oh, yeah. He said, we smashing Bulldogs today. Yes, sir. Yeah. That was crazy.
Bevo was highly pistified.
Oh, he was hot. He was hot, bro. He was hot. So, yeah, that was a good one. That was good to see.
I got to show you this.
Let
me see your take on it. Just so FSU, I get it, man. It sucks, but that's the story of life. But they're still whining about it, and I love this. You got the little kid. They got Michigan, Texas, Alabama fans giving FSU showing them the college football playoff, and they got left out.
That is crazy.
My God.
That is actually insane. But honestly, bro, I'm mad. I'm probably more mad for FSU than they are.
Yeah.
That is so foul, bro. I can't even lie. It is. That's messy. It's real messy. But I know what they want to do. It's all about everything. It's all about this. It's all about this at the end of the day.
That's all it is.
It's all
That's
about
it.
this
That's
at
it.
the end of the day. Their
See-
legacy, baby, because you already know what they want to do. So we'll see them soon.
5 conference champions, 4 spots.
We'll see them soon.
Yeah, no
We'll
doubt.
see them soon. That's all. That's all they want. That's all they want. So we'll give them what they want.
That's
It's gonna be good for everything. It's good for
Yep.
sales. You already know.
Oh my God.
It's good for sales. That's all.
Everything's business.
Yeah, business
You know,
is business.
They sure as hell.
Strictly financial. That's all. It's all love. We'll
They're
see.
not having problems selling tickets. I'll tell you that.
Hey, we'll see. Oh, bro, what? Yeah. So they know what they're doing.
They are, man. Hey, I owe you big time, brother.
I got you always, big dog. You always
you
there.
got a place right here.
Hey,
no
you
doubt.
too, big dog. I appreciate you always, man. It's love.
You guys get your schedule to Lockhart. Let me know, and I want to come down, or if you guys are whatever it allows you.
Yeah, come out to the tournament. Come turn up with us.
Yeah, I will, man.
We're about to set off Austin.
I have no doubt if Tre Watson has his hands tied to anything, I know it's going to be high energy. Kids are going to benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Everything.
Hey, support. Look up Tre on Instagram. Where can people support your organization?
On my Instagram, my website. So Legacy Athletic Training on Instagram, or website is legacyathletictraining.com, or my Instagram is TRE1 Watson. Come tap in. We need the support, especially Longhorn Nation, because we're coming to the city. Get us right. Take care of the kids. We got the kids coming out. Let's go. I need some of that Texas food on layout. I need a buffet laid out for me.
Buffet.
Waiting. So yeah.
Hey, bro, you'll be in Lockhart. There's going to be some barbecue options there too.
Let's go.
Have you heard about Lockhart barbecue?
I have not, but I'm going to find out.
4 rival barbecue families, all there in Lockhart.
Oh, we're going to go to all of them.
Yeah. That's a good answer right there.
We're gonna have a competition at the house. We get the Airbnb, so we got a nice little Airbnb. We're gonna have a cookout at the house.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? Here, fun fact. Lockhart, there are quite a few people from California moving out there, or have been scooping up real estate in Lockhart, because it's not that far from Austin.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, that's like what I'm saying. It's right there. Like the tournament said Austin when we originally thought we were coming out there, so that's why we did it. But it's a little bit right there. It's right there.
It's 25 minutes.
Perfect.
That's it. I mean, that's a normal drive for you in California.
Yeah, exactly. That's me going to the store. That's me going to the store at 2 p.m.
And you're waiting 25 minutes to go 2 miles.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, Tre Watson, Happy New Year, my brother.
Happy New Year, brother, and hook 'em forever, dog. Appreciate
100%, man. I appreciate you, man. I tell you what, if everyone can follow my lead, support this guy, because this is about as authentic and real of energy as a human being you'll ever meet. I'm not lying.
Love you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Always.
Much love, my man, and we'll be in touch before you head to the Austin, Texas area with your legacy group.
Let's go.
We'll try to get a group in Lockhart, plus get that catered barbecue meal.
Let's go. Yes. We got to get the catering.
And one of these days you're gonna meet Stevie, and
okay.
we'll figure out the story. I got a feeling he may be sleeping, or he had his daughter's volleyball match.
Well, hey, whatever it is, we'll let him live this time.
Yeah, this time.
Next time, we got you, Stevie. We got to handle you, big dog.
Hey, much love, brother.
Let's go. I'll see you.
We'll talk again. We'll probably be talking next week, because if Texas wins on Monday, they're going to go to a certain game in Houston.
Let's go. They will be there.
You heard it first. Tre Watson, Texas will be in the Natty.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
word for me.
Trey, enjoy your weekend, my brother, and we're going to take a quick break. And on the other side, Jeff Traylor down in San Antonio is talking about needing warmer coffee because he had coffee in certain places after their bowl game win. Much love, brother.
Much love. I'll tap in. See you later.
See you, my man.
Here at Hargrove Roofing, we try to think outside the box to kind of get the creative juices flowing. So I brought in my friend Stevie Lee, former defensive tackle for the Texas Longhorns. He's going to help the team strategize, really motivate them, light a fire.
This guy's going to block down. This guy's going to block down. You put your butt into the guard, and that way my Mike linebacker gets free to do what?
Not only are they going to learn a thing or two, but they're going to also leave with a great attitude and a bunch of smiles on their faces.
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with roofing exactly?
Get out.
Right now.
I said get out.
For me, that's what it's all about. It's just having fun, making our employees have a great time. Hargrove Roofing. Know who's on your roof.
Years ago, you were living in a Kia, working at a gym so you had a place to shower. Man. You moved to Tucson, didn't have a scholarship, didn't even have a spot. You bet on yourself, and here you are, double-digit win season, Alamo Bowl champions.
Glory be to God. I can't thank Arizona enough. I can't thank my brothers enough. I just want to enjoy this moment with my teammates, with my family, and just embrace it, man. I couldn't have scripted this any better, you know, so I'm just going to take it for what it is, embrace it, and I'll worry about tomorrow, man. I'm just thankful. I couldn't have.
Wow. Hey, Stevie Lee. Truth be told, I was going to joke and say, man, he slept in. But you did miss a good interview with Trey. But I will say to your defense, I want to let you have the floor because I was not wrong when I said to you and Summer are juggling 400 things.
400 things, man. I got up trying to get everything ready for the so we're going out of town tomorrow morning. And I wanted the house, whenever I got back, I wanted the house to be de-Christmasized and take all the holiday stuff down. So we started working in around the house and totally lost track of time. Just, you know, when you get that cleanup mode, you're just going. Yeah. And then I looked at my my phone. I finally, and I don't have my Apple Watch on. Finally look at my phone and it's showing, say, I'm launching right now. And I looked and I was like, oh, that was 45 minutes ago. So that's my bad, man. I'm sorry I missed Trey, but I'm here now, man. I'm ready to talk. I was excited last night when I started thinking about what we're going to talk about because I'm really, really excited about this game, man. Really excited. It's a lot to be excited about. And, you know, the CFP is going to expand to 12 teams, and we'll get more on that here shortly. But when you just saw that interview with Martell Irby in Arizona. You know, Oklahoma, they're breaking in a new quarterback, Jackson Arnold. And you can see the greatness that he has, but you can also see that he's very young, very new to that game. I think he threw 4 interceptions. But for Arizona to come back, and then you hear about when people use this quote, meaningless bowl games. I'm going to just be very blunt and honest. That's bullshit, man. Every one of these games is meaningful, especially to programs like the UTSA, the Texas States of the world, and everyone who's in it. Just because it's not CFP or New Year's Six doesn't mean it's not meaningful. Right. I mean, this story right here proves it. What we just heard from Martell Irby. I mean, the stories from college that we are exposed to because of these games. Yep. It's people can relate to them. Yeah, from top to bottom, these games are very important. From the money that the school gets, from the exposure that the kids get, and to actually, if you don't make a bowl game, you miss out on a month's worth of practices. Yeah. So that's the really, really big part of it as well. Like you're going to get all this whole month of practices in to jumpstart your season next year. And then you come out in the final rankings of this year, and you can be ranked higher next year. It all counts, man. And I have mixed feelings about. Actually, I don't have mixed feelings about kids that have to sit out because they're going into the draft. I understand that part. That's the part I do understand, because I had a teammate that got hurt. I thought that he was going to have a great NFL career and got hurt in the last bowl game, in the Holiday Bowl, and ended up not even playing in the NFL. So
I forgot who that was.
Should we talk about it afterwards, or I don't know? It was Hodges Mitchell.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Let me tell you something real quick about him. He may be shorter than me, but he was a dynamite running back from inner city Dallas. Tremendous human being.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't talk about him enough, because he's, honestly, in my opinion, was one of the best running backs in Texas history.
Absolutely. One of the best running backs in Texas history. He would have gone on and made a ton of money in the NFL, in my opinion. You never know with those guys, but I think that he had a promising career ahead of him, and they played in the bowl game and got hurt, And so this was this was before, kids were sitting out and making business decisions on their careers. And I think that we could have done a better job of mentoring him or steering him in the way of his career once our regular season was over.
I see it, and again, it doesn't mean the bowl game's meaningless. That's why I have that up in quotes, because we don't agree with that. Well, I hate that term.
Yeah,
I hate it. It's in even Mac Brown at North Carolina said that, no, these bowl games allow their young players to develop.
Yeah, it's very, very important. I actually like the bowl practices leading up to the game, because one, if you don't have a bowl, you go home at around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And you don't come back until mid to late January, And so you're sitting around just eating and not working out. But those bowl practices get you those workouts, those practices, those film studies, and keep you intact with your coaches, instead of you going home and just sitting on the couch eating all day. And I think that's a spiral that we went into at the University of Texas, when we weren't making bowls and been missing out on those practices and more reps,
Oh, the 3, 5, and 7 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I get it. And then Tom Herman gets in, and they get into the Texas Bowl, and then they beat Missouri, and he makes fun of Drew Lock and with the backpack, and which at the time, you got to admit, was hilarious.
It was hilarious, but you look back on it, you kind of cringe. But he did it. He actually did it. He started, when did he start? Last week? Drew Lock?
Oh, yeah.
He started last week, and he threw a long touchdown, and he did it again.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. He brought it back.
I missed that. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he was a good quarterback, man, but I was so happy that we stomped him.
They stomped him. And speaking of Missouri, man.
Yeah, they
big win over Ohio State
last night. Yeah.
That's huge.
Ohio State didn't have anything, though, man. They were down to a true freshman quarterback. I don't understand. I haven't read any stories on it, but I don't understand how at a quarterback at Ohio State goes 11-1 and he transfers.
I don't understand that.
Is there a story behind it? I guess I got to look deeper.
I need to look deeper too. All I know is this was a very okay. So I want to say this, and it may not even be true or fact. My problem is it's not a problem, Stevie. Maybe we just need to adapt. You and I are very adaptable and to how society evolves. We're not, back in our day type guys. We're not that. We accept things. We don't have to do it like that. But my point being is, what I want to say is it's the participation trophy generation or attitude, and it's not limited to a generation. There's a participation trophy mentality by people our age. I've seen it. I think it's relative to that. Okay, I don't like the situation, or man, we didn't get to play for a championship this year because we lost one game. Dude, you're at the Ohio State University. If that's the reason, what kind of toxicity is there at Ohio State? You wouldn't stay. Are you afraid of competition? And I'm speculating now, but why would you leave that situation? How? Why?
Yeah, I have no clue. I want to dig a little bit deeper, see if he had some interviews out there or why he did it. I just don't know. It's mind-boggling to me how the only team you lost to is in the CFP, Michigan, and you were in that game. You could have won that game,
And they could easily be at large,
and it could be in the CFP right now. Was it for that game? But you transfer. I don't understand that.
And Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
Didn't he enter the portal?
No, I think he's entering into the draft.
Okay, yeah.
That's why he didn't play.
I'll edit that out. Kyle McCord. Kyle McCord is the quarterback, right?
Yes. Yep. He's transferring to dang, I forgot where he's transferring to.
Dude, he threw for 3,100 yards, 24 touchdowns. He committed to Syracuse.
Syracuse. You know what it could be? It could be NIL. Somebody offered him more money.
Syracuse money?
Hey,
wow.
It's New York money, man.
That upstate New York playing a freaking dome that's never mind. I'm not going to bag on someplace. I've not been there. They just got air conditioning. They had if I remember right, they used to have it was the Carrier Dome. That's a HVAC company, and it wasn't air conditioned for the longest time.
That's funny, man.
God.
Well, they had heating. I'm sure they had heating.
Body heat. But back in the day, growing up, and you and I growing up, that was fun watching Jim back in the basketball at Syracuse and play basketball in there, and they were really good back then.
Yeah.
So I want to get back to this meaningless bowl game, and we're just kidding. It's not. We're just bagging on people who say this meaningless.
Right.
So you tell that to Texas State, who just went to their first bowl game and beat Rice, and they look good. They had a big boy touchdown, too, a throwback to a big lineman. G.J. Kinney led Texas State to their first bowl, and they win it. And I think Texas State, I hate saying it because I'm a Stephen F. Austin guy, but they're no longer at that FCS. I think Texas State's potentially about to take a big step. I really do. And
no, I like the way they played in that bowl game. It was fun. It was fun to watch for them.
It is, and I'm very excited for our friend of the program here, friend of mine, David Bailiff, who's now the special assistant to G.J. Kinney. And then G.J. Kinney's former high school head coach, Jeff Traylor. He's been to a few bowl games, but they finally won their first one, and it was for that Scooter Coffee Bowl. And they won it. It was cold, and part of the promotion of it is they get a life-size plastic Scooter's coffee plastic cup, and they pour the iced coffee on the winning coach. And remember, now keep in mind, it's like 38 degrees in Frisco that night. And this was Jeff Traylor, and he was quoted as saying, "Oh man, it's cold, and I got coffee." I'm paraphrasing, coffee going down my crack. And this is what Traylor had to say after the game about that cold coffee experience.
I've got to talk to the Frisco Bowl. We got to look at maybe some warm if the temperature is in the 40s, maybe some warm coffee. If I got pneumonia tomorrow, I'm going to be upset. Signing day, I'm in the hospital. So I wish I could have seen Dr. Composer's face when I said crack while ago on the field. It looked like when she interviewed me 4 years ago, it was the same face of just terror, like, what am I getting myself into hiring this man?
I love Jeff Traylor.
That's good stuff, man. That's good. No, and that's another reason why these games aren't meaningless. You know, seeing programs come up like that and beating quotes bigger programs, things like that. So these are not meaningless bowls. They're very meaningful to better coaches' careers, better exposure for the kids, and better exposure for the school, man. And in fact, we probably need a couple more bowls out there.
Yeah, even though it's hard for them to fill some of the slots with 6-win teams. But
I think that Austin needs a bowl. We need to put a bowl in the stadium, the soccer stadium.
Yeah,
it needs to be a bowl game up there in that stadium. It's a very nice stadium. It's not huge for football, but we can get some of the smaller teams to Austin to come play. Austin is a draw. It's a draw to come here. It's better. It's a better draw than Shreveport.
Yeah, better draw than Frisco.
Exactly. So maybe inside the Man Cave Bowl game,
let's do that.
Yeah, man. Get a committee together and start a bowl game right here in Austin, Texas.
We need a bowl game. The Man Cave. I'm serious thinking about that. Stevie, we really need I want to put that out on Twitter.
Yeah. Stories inside the Man Cave Bowl.
Austin FC needs to come through and
sponsored by Dale.
Dale they need more write-offs.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it is.
The Dale Bowl.
They don't have Dale match play anymore.
No.
Let's
there are multiple other companies that have started right here in Austin that would love to put their name on a bowl.
100%. And I like
the AMD Bowl. I mean, the stadium is what is the Q3 stadium?
Q2
stadium, Q2 Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. We need it, man. We need it. We need it. We need it. It would be great. And they could have them all stay at the domain.
Yeah.
Keep them away from downtown.
Well, they'll find their way. We always did.
Yeah, well, some ways you can get more things at the domain nowadays.
No question.
Hey, bowl challenge. You and I are 5-1, and after we're just picking a select few. I picked 6 bowl games. Well, you and I are knotted up at 5-1. The winner buys the other a beverage of choice.
No question. Let's do it.
Now, there's no stumpers here, but the one later today, the Orange Bowl, Georgia, Florida State, the Whiners from Florida State. I get it, man, but there was. I want to remind people, and I hate it for you, Florida State. I do, but there are 5 conference champions and there are only 4 spots in the CFP, and there was a clause in there that says the judgment call according to injured key players had to be used, and it was the first time. I feel bad for them, but let's face it.
Yeah,
they have a championship level defense, but their team offensively is not the same without their quarterback. And Georgia, you can argue the same. You lose one game in the conference championship, which they did to Alabama. So I don't know what to expect in this. This is a toss-up, Stevie. Georgia, Florida State, big name game. I'll let you go first.
Florida State's going to be pissed off. Georgia, I think they don't have a lot of people playing, right?
I didn't see the whole list.
Yeah.
I think it's a toss-up.
But I still got Georgia. Man.
You take UGA?
Florida State, they're undefeated, I understand, but when you go up against a powerhouse like Georgia, the way you struggled against what was their championship game against? I don't even remember.
Georgia?
No, Florida State.
Oh, FSU, Louisville.
Was it Louisville?
Yeah, and Louisville's not very good.
Right.
I mean, they're good, but
Right. They struggled against Louisville. So I got Georgia.
Okay. I want to go. I just don't know where Georgia's mindset is in this. I really don't. I think they're going to be pissed off. And I like pissed off teams. I love pissed off teams. But I also like to think there's some players on Florida State that have been tired of this constant, hey, listen, you guys don't think much of us, and they're filing lawsuits, all that. I'm going to go with FSU. Rose Bowl, CFP, opposite side of Texas and Washington.
Hold on, let's go to the Fiesta Bowl first. Let's
say Liberty,
the top Oregon. 2 for last.
Liberty and Oregon.
I got Oregon.
You're going to take Oregon?
Yeah.
I don't think Liberty has a chance.
All right, let's go to the granddaddy of them all.
Alabama, Michigan. In the Rose Bowl. Dude.
It's tough, man. This is tough.
You want me to go first?
No, I got it, man. I'm gonna tell you why. You already know who I got in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. Right. I'll go ahead and put that down right now.
So the question is, who do I not want to play in the championship game in Houston? That's the question. Man. Right? And right now, and I know this by experience, I know this by, watching football, college football for a long time. It is very, very hard to beat one team twice in the same season. Right? So I am going with Michigan because I want Michigan to win.
Okay.
I'm going with Michigan because I want Michigan to win. Also, the argument is had, if you give Nick Saban 30 days to prepare, he's going to pick you apart. The argument still stands if you give Harbaugh 30 days to prepare, he's going to pick you apart. It's going to be a great game. But I think Alabama's a little arrogant going in, and they probably thinking a little bit too highly of themselves right now when they almost lost the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
It was a miracle. 4th and 32 is a miracle.
Yep.
In today's standards. And to convert that and get a touchdown on that to win the game, they're 4th and 32 away from not even being here.
Correct.
So it's not far-fetched that Michigan wins. It's just that Alabama is Alabama, and they can do Alabama things. So I got Michigan because I want to play Michigan in the championship game.
Okay. I'm still rolling. I'm still riding with Saban.
Oh
man!
Even after the Iron Bowl, the things that happened in the Iron Bowl.
I think that's a rivalry game. We've seen that so many things happen to that in that game over the years. I think Michigan's freaking stacked as far as a physical running team.
Yeah,
and their defense is pretty good.
Okay.
I'm leaving my heart out of it, so I'm going with Bama. I'm not part of the CFP that's trying to get Texas and Alabama as a rematch. But as far as the Sugar Bowl, man, this is not hard. I really feel like I do think Washington's really good. I'm impressed with them. I like their quarter. I think Penix is the best quarterback in the country.
Sure.
And they've got 2,000-yard receivers.
Sure.
I just don't, like Tre said, and he admitted. So, Tre played at Cal before transferring to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
In the first segment guest, and I hated that you missed him. You would have had a field day with him having fun. He's just full of energy. He's a good human being.
Yeah.
He said back then the Pac-12 was more physical defensively, but he says now it's a soft league defensively.
Ooh.
So that's why I'm taking Texas.
All right, that's good. I'm taking Texas as well. I think that Penix is good and he can pick you apart, but I don't think that our line can handle the blitzes that we can throw at them. And so if we get around Penix, get around his feet, put a body on him a couple times, get one or two unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on him, and he'll get rattled.
Yep, it's that's what I'm feeling, and it's
roughing the passer. We get one or two roughing the passer penalties on him, and he'll get antsy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
right there, 1-1-24. You missed it. Trey and I were talking about Washington's been chirping a lot, talking a lot of mad noise, and that's the response by tweets that the Longhorns have been putting up. 1-1-24, 7:45 p.m.
I like it. When this team plays pissed off, they play very, very well.
Yeah,
they were pissed off going into Alabama, and they played very well.
Yes,
they were pissed off going when the last home game against Texas Tech, 57-7. They were pissed off at the Big 12 championship game, and you see what happened there. When this team is pissed off, they play very well,
and they play very well away from home.
Yeah, exactly. And they're pissed off right now. So I'm so looking forward to it, man. I'm gonna sit down and watch the first game, but I'm gonna focus in on the second game. The first game is the Rose Bowl, and that's a very special game. I watch the Rose Bowl every year because that's where I ended my college career. Is in the Rose Bowl. I love it. My wife was a cheerleader, and she marched in the Rose Bowl parade.
I love that.
In the band, and then that night, and had to cheer. She cheered at the game. That was her last game. It's real special to us, that Rose Bowl. When we go to California, we always stop by the Rose Bowl and take pictures.
I think that's a fantastic memory, and and then on Monday, you're going to meet the recent QB signee by Texas, Tre Owens. He's on so his dad and I were connected. So listen to this. Tre Owens has a Stephen F. Austin connection. His mom, who's the best athlete in the family, she is inducted into the SFA Athletics Hall of Fame. She was a stud volleyball player. You know that SFA volleyball program is pretty good.
Really?
They go to NCAA tournaments often.
Wow.
Often. His dad was a great O lineman for Stephen F. Austin. On the far right, that picture on the lower left, right there, that was his daddy. And then there's mom and dad right there in the middle. So right there, when my second stop in my media career was back in East Texas, where I went to college, and then there on the right is Trey and his sister. They grew up with the purple and Axum hand sign. So we're going to meet Trey and his daddy on Monday at noon, and we'll be streaming that. Big deal coming later today. Also, the Cowboys got a big game. I mean, a big game against Detroit, and this will happen at halftime.
He inherited a program in its darkest hour.
Are you part of this group? Yes, I am. Asthma, Mike. Let's get over there on that other field and have some asthma. Get out of here.
Losing is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Get it now, Bees! Nice quickness, nice cut, DJ.
Right. When it comes to moving men, there is no one better than Coach Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson's taking his team from the absolute worst to the absolute best in 4 years. And Dallas, your Cowboys are the champions.
2 in a row. How sweet it is.
We don't ever live our lives right down the middle. We're either here or we're there.
The only thing else I got to say is,
how about them Cowboys?
Man,
that's a feel-good story, man.
If Jerry and Jimmy could have coexisted longer, I'm going to say they win at least 2 more Super Bowls.
Yeah, at least 2 more. And if Jimmy probably would have won, he could have been the Belichick of Dallas, man, because him choosing, he knew players. He knew how to, like he said, he knew how to move players, know how to motivate players, and he knew athletes. And when he left, he wasn't the GM anymore. And so they would have gotten different, I don't want to say better talent, but they would have gotten different talent of what they needed to be successful if Jimmy was still there choosing what players he wanted to draft, choosing what players he wanted to trade, and things like that. So at least 2 more is the very bottom least. But he would have taken that team and kept building championship teams out of that if he had GM control.
I don't know if you've ever been on a cornfield, but you get lost. And this is an older woman who's absolutely hilarious, and I think it's her son that plays these pranks on her, and she is not afraid to speak her mind. And he got her in a cornfield at probably the wrong time when Mother Nature called.
Damn it, Jake!
What?
I gotta shit. I got to fucking shit. I'm going back. I gotta shit. I ain't shitting in no damn cornfield. Fuck you. You got me. I don't know which damn fucking way to go. You got my ice lost and I've got to shit. I am gonna shit all over my fucking self.
Somebody get this woman out of there. Somebody need a helicopter to get her out of there.
Obviously set up.
You're right. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody tell me what farm that came from so I can stop eating corn from that farm, that region of the country.
True. And it's a big revenue generator, but in all honesty, there's no health benefit to corn, by the way.
Hey, man, tell me something good.
Stevie Lee, we're winding down the year 2023, and tell me something good, my brother.
Something good, man, is I'm looking forward to tomorrow, the last day of the year. We're going to get 2023 out from under us and behind us, and we can start fresh, brand new, all over again in 2024. That's something good, man. You can leave everything in 23 behind you and take 24 by the horns, and it's a whole new year. You can start over, basically. You can basically just start over. Leave yesterday, and let's go forward in tomorrow with positivity, love, and kindness, man. Let's do that.
I love that. Love and kindness, and just speak to existence your goals.
Because I'm a positive guy, man.
You are a positive guy, Stevie Lee. My tell me something good is very simple. I did something that was weird, not weird, but different. Took a solo trip to Arizona for Christmas. We had an Instagram live with Jake Garcia.
Dude, that's not weird at all. Stop saying that. That's not weird. I'm jealous. Wish I could do it more often. My wife encourages me to go on a trip, and she goes on the trip every year. So it's not weird at all. We do it in our house.
I respect it.
Yeah.
And it was, I will say this, it was one of the more beneficial things. I met a lot of people, and I didn't really ask if anyone else is doing it because where I stayed at the Camelback Inn in Scottsdale, Arizona, I will say when I hiked up Camelback Mountain, about halfway up, I was questioning myself. It was nothing. It was like a 60, 70 degree climb. I'm over here pushing rocks, but you know what? It was good for this.
Yeah.
And we all lose people in our lives. It's a part of it. It's a circle of life. But I will say that the loss of my mom this year, I think it's harder on a son, but it also helped me reconnect and realize I needed to do what I did in order to leap into 2024 to what you said. But I felt like spiritually I connected with her, but I also connected with myself of letting go more. And it's therapeutic. So I encouraged to play off of what you said. Do it once or twice a year. Go get away for a night or two or however, or in my case, 4 nights. And I also highly encourage traveling by air on a Christmas day or a holiday like that. It's easy. Very easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was very simple.
That's
very
good.
simple. So, man, we're going to have an Instagram live on New Year's Day. I don't know if Stevie Lee will be available or not, but
yes,
maybe
I will. Next time, call me. If you don't hear from me, pick up the phone and just call me. I apologize to the fans that I wasn't on the first segment. I'm here now. I still love y'all. I just lost track of time and was doing all the cleaning in the house and around the house, man. You know how it is. But love y'all. It's getting ready for the new year, y'all. And I can't wait to see what happens on Monday. And I'll be there on the Instagram Live. Check out the Instagram Live. I'll be there, and hopefully I'll have a smile on my face and a song in my heart.
Rest assured you will. And we'll talk about the Horns on game day being New Year's Day and New Year's night. I don't know how many people are going to work on the 2nd.
Yeah.
That's
going to be tough.
That's going to be tough, especially if Texas wins.
Exactly.
We'll see. And man, well, thank you to Tre Watson. Always been a bright light, even though he spent one great year at Texas. He's just a good human being. Cali boy through and through. But one thing's for sure, he loves Texas. He is burnt orange through and through. And he's a Cali Bear, Cal Golden Bear as well. But man, he loves he wore his Texas jersey in segment 1. That is beautiful. Number 5. So much love, Stevie, to you and your family. You guys be safe and happy New Year to you. I know the Stevie, the Lee household, everyone has some goals and some intentions for 2024, and we encourage everyone to do the same. And we really appreciate you. Happy New Year to you.
Yes.
And for the Hargrove family of Hargrove Roofing, much love to you guys and all of our other sponsors of this great that we pours into this podcast. So for the Hargroves and for the OG Man Cave boys, that being Hardball Hards, Big Mike, and the Coach Mo, what do we tell them, Stevie?
We out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car.